do a little bit of cleanup before any action goes down. I don't know if anyone cares. 250 runs, leaky front shock. I don't know if this has even been on video. It's a 78 KE 250 two-stroke. Runs okay sometimes. Carb leaks. Needs some love. Haven't really ran it much. Not street legal yet. I'd like to get it street legal before I sell it, but we'll see if that ever happens. So we'll get this stuff moved over to the boneyard. We'll do a boneyard tour shortly. Okay, done a little shuffling. Oh, steering rack for the S12 needs to be installed. So, this is the dungeon, kind of. I don't know what year it is. 2004? Warrior 350. Runs okay, probably needs a battery, clutch fluid. It's fun. Paramotor, top 80. I got a new one. Haven't used it yet. Don't fly very much anymore at all. Sad. This is the donor engine, the VG33ER, that I stole all the supercharger stuff off of and put it on my trunk. So there's a rebuild kit for that engine if I ever need it. YZ250F. That's about that. This is a Cosmo Blazer. I don't think I ever had it running. I either want to do a YZ190, swap those. Yeah, Zongshen, that's what it is. A Zongshen 190 swap. That'd be cool. KE250, just talked about that. And hold on, we're installing the blanket for drips. The motorized bicycle thing that kind of reignited my whole mechanical stupidity that's led me to all this other stuff. And then, here's something I started and never finished. A little mini ATV with the Predator 212. I'll revisit that one day, I think. That's doable. So, the dungeon. The reason I'm here, however, was to hopefully make some progress on this thing. I've got new rod bearings installed, all torqued down, ready to go. So, just need to put on the oil pump stuff over there. And then the kind of outstanding questions were this one, I think, and maybe this one. Both of these were snapped off and I had to drill and tap them. One of them's kind of oversized-ish. So we'll see how that goes. See if it lines up at all. It's a BMW, it's supposed to leak, right? First critical impasse. There should be some sort of pickup tubey guy that goes right here. And I do not have it. And I don't recall, I took this engine apart in like November, so I don't know if it was ever present, but based on the condition of the major sludge in here, the broken oil pan bolts, and various other things, I'm inclined to believe it was not there to begin with. So, my options are to borrow one from this engine, which will be annoying for whatever reason, or I just order a new one. They have to sell it individually. This thing's like 150 bucks, so I'm not buying that. But if I can find just this, that's a go. So I guess I'll torque this down and this and that and do some shopping. It's always something. All right, let's talk about BMW things for a second. They confuse me from time to time, especially in these new days. So besides the fact we're using aluminum hardware, which is the dumbest shit in the world, torque to yield 10 Newton meters plus 180 degrees, it's like you could sneeze on it and break it, and then you'll ruin your day, ruin your life. So this kit, I had to look it up. I bought it a while ago. Is for the oil pump and bed plate. Pretty sure that's like what it said it was for. And it's for this car, 335i, N54. So it came with the pieces for the oil pump. There's a big long bolt, 123 millimeters, and then one over here and one over here. Why is this one a very different color than this one? Great question. I don't know, but it was the same on that engine. Silly. And then you get to the pickup tube that's missing the pickup tube, and it's a bunch of these little guys. They torque to whatever. So all from the same kit. All these bolts from the same kit. Had this, enough for all of these. They're all spoken for, no empty holes. And I still have all of these left over. And these two little ones. What? Why? I have a separate kit for the oil pan, so these are all in a different bag anyways. So what are these for? We always joke about bonus bolts and spare parts and weight reduction, but like, I don't want them. So now I have to take all these out, and make sure they're not these little guys. I don't think they are, but once you see these, you can't be sure that everything else you took from the bag was not those. So here we go. Aha! See, I didn't even know it. I put two shorties in there. BMW, what is this kit for? I would love to know. So we're going to swap those out for those. Everything should be right in the world. All right, here's where we're leaving it for the day. Looks exactly the same to the untrained eye. I did find a location for two of these bonus bolts, right there and right there. If the oil pump ever comes off or the sprocket ever comes off, it's because things got a little squidgy when I was doing the 45 degrees. I estimated it. There's a little Loctite on there, but we're plus or minus some degrees on the 45 degrees. Spent a tiny amount of time desludging this oil pan. I don't know what 556 means, but I'm gonna guess the author of 556 is why I don't have that pickup tube on there. And why this bad boy's broken in there. Some great stuff happening. All right, this thing's back in its slumber. Return to Slar. That's it. I'm gonna go play Armored Core. I might see you in 6 months, 8 months, a month. We'll never know.